sport, wet paint, big feet. I pull up and kill shit, 6 feet.
Alright, 6 feet, going deep. It's Nick Torius with
Breezy, CMG Breezy.
Hey, so why don't you tell us what you do, CMG Breezy?
I do a lot of things, man. Just, you feel me? Just depends what you're trying to get done, I get it done. Straight up, that's how I feel, man.
Nah, we did an interview like back in, it was like November, right? I think it was like November.
Close to a year ago, probably.
Yeah, so like, why don't you like, give me up to date, like what's changing since that time?
Well, the studio's about to be open for a year already.
The Dream Team Studios, right?
Yeah.
DXT
Studios. You feel me? We've had Wi-Fi Funeral in here. We've had Black Youngster in here. We had Pootie. We had 55 Bags. We had Jay Green, Jay Osama. We've had a lot of people swing right here, that are big or are going to be really big.
Yeah. So like what?
Also, we finished 55 Bags album. Stay tuned, Baggage Claim, that's coming out soon. We got Ben Billions on there, production's big in there. Zaytoven, Cash Money AP.
But yeah, I remember when I was in LA with 55 Bags, he told me he was like linking up with them.
Yeah.
And I was like that's real moves, because those are like my favorite producers.
Yeah, that's what we're working on, just working on bigger production. Obviously, the rest of the production is like our in-house producers, DXT shit, so Diet, we got Brian White, Julian Beats on there. So the rest is like us. So it's like big producers and our producers, so that's how we want to keep it. Are
you getting really selective with who you're working with right now?
I like working on stuff that I believe in, you feel me? Like I have to feel something about your music or about your movement, like, you feel me? I can't just I fall out with a lot of people because of that, because I just feel I'm not a yes man, you feel me? So if you're not gonna do it how I think you should do it, which is the right way, you feel me? Because then there's no point in us working, man. That's how I feel.
Yeah, because you want to work to get things done. It's just being a guest man isn't really gonna get too much things. Like, it'll get stuff done, but it's like not the right way, right?
A lot of people get into this industry, bro, and they don't see it like a real career, or like, I don't think they take it like a real job. Like, that's how I saw it from the beginning. That's why I make my living off of this. I don't have a 9 to 5. I don't have no other job but this. Like, you feel me?
Nah, yeah.
So I want to surround myself around people who think like that. Business owners and just people who are trying to really create platforms and stuff that could change people's life for real. Like, so I think like Instagram and social media kind of gives people, like, it's too easy to say like, oh, I'm a photographer. Or, like, you just put it in your bio and you buy a camera and you think you're a photographer. Like,
but you don't have like the skills yet to be a photographer or like the network.
Yeah, and then they come around like trying to do stuff for free, and then, you feel me, people kind of like, you feel me, like you can make it easily seem like you know what you're doing and still come shoot a video, and people like nowadays like try to get everything for free, and that's how stuff doesn't look good, you feel me? Like,
So what should someone do, like, if they're like trying to get legit? You don't think that they should fake it before they make it, or fake it to make it?
No, I think that will always backfire on you, bro. I don't think anybody should fake it, bro. Like, you should always be you, like, cause that's what's gonna sell. That's what's gonna really make money. You try to be like other people or whatever. You just gotta be a better version of them. Cause why, like, let's say, why if you sound like Rick Ross or whatever, if like you gotta make better music than him for somebody to be like, oh, I'm gonna stop listening to Rick Ross, I'm gonna listen to this guy or whoever.
Yeah, you gotta try like 100 times harder.
Yeah, exactly. And they working hard to be themselves, you feel me? So it's easier to get on when you create your own wave and your own lane and your own sound. Or even like, and that could be just by like creativity. You could have a similar sound and just have like your own wave and videos and ideas that other people don't have. Or you could be like Black Youngster, where, you feel me, your character and who you are kind of.
Like just being like a funny like person that people like is like enough.
Nah, I'm just saying like his character will draw you like into his music, into whatever he's doing, because he's an entertainer. So that's all that matters. Like that's how he's different. You feel me? And that's what made his music now, which I think more like unique. You feel me? At the beginning, if you listen to Black Youngster, he kind of like, you feel me? He looks up to other people. That's everybody does that. You're inspired by other people. So so it's okay. You're always gonna sound at the beginning like somebody or to anybody. Like
with me and Black Youngster, like I definitely like seen more of his videos and like heard more of his like than his music. But I was a fan. Like I'm a fan of him, but like I listened like less music than I've seen his
more
videos.
Of his IG fan. Yeah. Like you'll go to his IG to get a laugh or
like
whatever.
I'll see like what he's up to and stuff like that.
But you'll still click on the link just to check it out. Like you might not like you'll go through it. Like you feel me?
I don't know clicking the link, but if I see like, you know, someone drops a video like Black Youngster featuring or whatever, like Black Youngster music video, I'm like, oh, let me check it out.
Exactly.
I already fuck with Black Youngster, so it's like, oh, you know what? This just makes it easier for me to like actually want to check up on their stuff. You
kind of feel like you know him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just watching his videos, you feel like you know him. That's why like Youngster, wherever he goes, is like mad love, bro. Cause he brings it, like he makes you laugh, bro. Anybody that can make you laugh is already an upper hand on you. Like you feel like, you know, like Will Smith. Like I feel like when I was watching, like to this day, if I see Will Smith, I feel like I know him. Like I was watching Fresh Prince for my whole life growing up, like.
And he was like playing himself too, cause his name was Will.
Yeah, bro. So. Says like, yo, Will. Like you see Will Smith, like Will, Michael Jordan, Mike. Like.
And even like with like the music and stuff, like he's still like, you know, being himself with it.
Yeah, bro, Youngster, bro. I'm so proud of him, dog. Cause like I remember being on a Canada tour, nobody knowing him, like him being on stage and nobody like knowing his. Like just getting to know.
How long ago was that?
I was like probably like 3 years ago.
3 years?
Yeah, it was a Yo Gotti Canada tour, first tour. Black Youngster and Wave Chappelle was on that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like Youngster's like been, I don't know, I feel like he's been here for a while, but I don't know, 3 years, he probably like was coming up. So that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, well, they did like, it really took a whole year, so I would say probably 2 years ago. Cause his whole like, he became a millionaire in 360 something days. Some crazy shit like that. That's what 223 days. That's why he called his album that.
Oh,
because it took him 223 days to become a millionaire. Some shit like that.
What do you think about like artists, like, you know, doing the most for like exposure? Like, what do you think is like too much to do to like get your name out there?
I think like people get too caught up in like thinking you need content, like a lot of content, but it's not about having a lot of content, but it's about having the right content.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can't oversaturate your shit.
But how do you know what's the right? Because then like the way I see it is like you never know what's gonna blow up. Like I'll do an interview with someone that I don't even know that like would like, you know. I mean, like, if I don't know exactly...
How many times has that really happened, though?
A couple. Like, well, like, you know, more... They get bigger than, like, other people, you know? Or, like, not even just, like... Because one of my videos on YouTube is, like... It was just a video I did in, like, 5 minutes, and it's, like, almost 1 million views. So, I never know, like, what's, like... It's just, like, I just do what, like, I like, you know? And then it just, like, if it wants to blow up, it blows up.
You talking about music or just, like, videos on...
Like, music. Or, like, music videos, too.
Like, I mean, you feel me? Like, I just think it depends. It's all different with each artist. Like some artists could do whatever they want whenever they want, bro. Like Kodak Black could drop tomorrow and everybody would tune in. You feel me? Some artists just need more of a anticipation you feel me, like a party, a listening party, or a challenge or something that can make a lot of people want the song before they drop it or while they dropped it. You feel me? To get more people to listen to it. So it's not easy, man. Like it's just you gotta know too who your fan base is and who you trying to sell who are your fans. You feel me? That's the first thing you gotta find out. Who are your fans? Who are your fans? How are you gonna get them to buy your shit? How many people can you touch? You feel me?
What about like what do you think artists should do like once they get a fan base? Like once they get like a couple fans, like probably 10 or like 20, just people that's like, you know, really rocking with what they're doing.
10 or 20?
Yeah.
I mean, you should always appreciate every fan, even if it's just one. But like, what's a fan to you? Like what's a fan?
Like someone that's like, yo, I fuck with your shit, you know?
That's
like
not a fan. A fan is somebody who's gonna buy it. A fan, that's a fan. Somebody who tells you I fuck with it, that's not enough.
Because I know like a lot of artists, like once they get to a certain point, like, you know, like the clout does get to their head and then they start seeing their fans as like dollar signs rather than just like, you know, there's a person who fucks with my stuff.
I think a lot of people get caught up in like social media and likes and all the views and all that shit kind of like makes people feel like they made it. But you haven't made it. Like if you're not on tour, if you're not doing shows every day, bro, like you're not making money. You're just using the money you already have. Even if you got signed, that's your advance. So you're using the money you got. You're gonna run out. You're not doing shows. Where are the shows? Where's the footage? Like, we're not here to lie to nobody, bro. I'm here to tell you, bro. You feel me? I'm here to tell everybody. So you're not lying to nobody. Like you're not lying to the executives. You're not lying to anybody in the industry. Like we know who's really popping. We know who's making real money. You gotta stream a lot, bro. You like to make real money. Your song has to stream 20 million times to make real money. 20 million times, bro. Like that streaming shit is different.
Do you feel like because a lot of artists they do get like a lot of streams? But like, do you feel like it translates the same way that like?
Well, what's a lot of streams? Like who?
Like millions, you know? Like,
yeah.
Because there's a lot of kids that hit me up like, oh, I got million streams on this song or this.
1 million?
Yeah. Or like,
not enough.
Or like 8 or like 3. Like I think the most that someone's hit me with is like 8.
I mean, it's a start. 8 million is a start, and it depends. Like,
because it's like easier to get streams, right, than it is to get like people like fucking with it on SoundCloud or like on YouTube. Like
yeah, it's easier to get somebody to stream your shit than to actually buy your whole song.
Yeah. So like, how do you feel like it does translate well? Like, if someone comes to you like, yo, I got like 1 million streams, do you really think they're credible?
I think 1 million views on YouTube, and I mean it depends. Like it depends. I think that's a good sign for sure. I think that's a great sign that you should keep working and that you're doing the right shit. You feel me? But definitely, like 1 million. Once you reach it, you know that if you could keep doing numbers like that, you're definitely making some type of money. At least like you shouldn't sign if those are the numbers you're doing, but those are good independent numbers for sure. You feel me?
So, yeah, because what was I gonna say? There's a lot of artists that like they have those numbers, but it's like you don't really hear too much about them. So like, when do you start feeling like an artist is being heard about? Like, do you feel like, let's say like there's an artist that you've never heard of, but they have like 30 million streams or 40 million, right? You never heard of them because they don't make like any videos on YouTube or Instagram, or like they don't really have like that much of a presence, but they have a lot of streams. Do you feel like that's credible?
Who, like Logic?
I mean, not a lot. Logic is like you hear about it, but it's like, you know, an artist that's like actually doing real number. Like, do you consider them like?
I think anybody that's doing 30, 40 million streams is popping. Anybody that's doing those type of numbers.
But you don't hear about them. They're just like an unknown person.
I can't think of any. Like, who's doing that? Who don't like, we know that's doing those numbers?
I mean, I don't know anyone like specifically, but like, let's say like, you know, with Tekashi, like you'll always hear about him, right? Because he's always in the news. but it's like, let's say someone's doing like numbers like him, but like just an artist in general, but they're just not doing all the social media antics and everything. They're just not doing all that stuff.
I mean, I think The Weeknd, that's somebody, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, like someone like that. Like him.
Nav. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, the music speaks for itself. I think people just want to hear the music, and I think that's better that way. I think that's the type of fans you want, because they're not waiting for your next funny video or your next like content. They're waiting for your next song to buy it. That's the type of fans that we want. That's the type of fans you should look for.
Yeah, speaking with The Weeknd, like, do you feel like it is good for artists to have like mystery to them too, or like, because this is like the age of put all your shit out there, like make sure everyone knows everything about you, like be vulnerable, but do you feel like you can still be mysterious in this day and age?
I think that works for any artist who's like who's not good at social media or like doing videos or being on their shit, like, you feel me? Who are not searching for content but are just great musicians. I think that's great for them.
Because I see a lot of artists that, like, even on Instagram, they'll hide their faces and they won't, like, they'll just put like a song on there.
Yeah, usually those are the people who are not good at like social media, who don't like doing videos or just shy, you feel me? Because anybody who's good at that is gonna do it. Anybody. Trust me.
What about like artists who like blow up from social media, right? And then they start making music, but it's like it's not translating that well. Would you still like pay attention to them? Like they just like they already did.
I think a lot of people are doing that. Like Fatboy SSC, like some stuff is okay, but you know, like if you do it enough times, you're gonna get something that a lot more people are gonna like. I feel, especially with your platform. He has a platform. He doesn't need World Star. He doesn't need nobody. All that would just help him. But he could drop a video and 3 million, 4 million people, his followers, are gonna tell him if it's hard or not, and then they're still gonna stream it so he can make money out of it. So it's definitely another way for them to make money if they could do it good enough. You feel me?
What do you think is like the hardest part of like building a platform?
I think it's just being patient. That's the hardest part. Yeah, people think that anything is gonna come overnight, and it doesn't work like that. So I think building a platform just takes a lot of time. You need credibility. You feel me? Just because you start something and change your bio doesn't mean that you do it or that's where you are. You gotta prove to people. Yeah, it's cool to do it to say that you are that's where you want to be, and if you work towards it, then it's fine. But you can't just say that and not work towards it. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, because everyone's like trying to build up their platforms, but like, do you feel like, you know, like let's say someone builds up theirs, do you feel like it's taken away from like another person's platform?
No, I think like if we're all using all the platforms, it's fine. But if people are selfish, then that's when it fucks up. You feel me? But I think like everybody should use as many platforms as possible. A certain way, creative way of doing it. You feel me?
What's like a responsible way to use your platform?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say a rapper comes up, right, and they're, you know, rapping about drugs and like hitting girls and like shooting people and stuff like that, right? They're saying all this negative stuff. That's how they got up. Now they have this platform. You think that they should stay authentic and just like to themselves, like, oh, you know what, I was rapping about this stuff because that's what I did. You think they should like continue doing that, or do you think that they should like be like more conscious of their platform? Like, you know, people are actually listening to what I'm saying, so let me switch it up.
I think your lifestyle and not being around it so much kind of makes you switch it up. I don't think it's the fact that you gotta live there or something. But if you already changed your life, like if your fans don't want to hear you talk about your new experiences, and they're not really like, that's not your fan. So I think you should just be happy with changing your life. Like, why would you want to live there to keep talking about it? Like, you could keep talking about this same experiences, just different ways. I mean, you don't have to live there to keep talking about it. You feel me? And like, somebody around you is always gonna be going there. That's how it always is. You can't save everybody, so like, you're always gonna hear the stories. It's just how you put it into your music. So, but you can't expect somebody who's seen that their whole life, or that's the only thing they've done to rap about nice things. Like, I hate when people say that shit, like, oh, those are the clones, what can they rap about changing the world? There ain't nobody trying to hear that. We're trying to have fun, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear no preaching shit. Like, at the end of the day, we all know what's good and what's bad. Like, that's your decision. Like,
yeah, do you feel like, yeah, because that's something I deal with too, because like a lot of artists are like, oh, use it to talk about positive shit and stuff. It's like, not like, if you're gonna shoot someone, it's gonna be for a reason. You're not gonna just shoot people for no reason. And if you're gonna take drugs, you're not gonna just take drugs just because like an artist said, oh, take these drugs.
Yeah. You probably listened to it because you did already take those drugs.
Because I mean, I listen to all that shit, like talking about perks and Molly and lean and shit like that. I don't do it. Like every rapper talks about weed. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that stuff. But I listen to it all the time. Even when I was a little kid, like, I was listening to all of it. I wasn't really influenced by it because I knew what I wanted like to do with my body, or like to do, like I already knew.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Now when I was little, it was like that. Like, I'll even rap it or say it, and I wouldn't even know till later on when I started smoking that they were talking about weed or whatever, smoking, like the Nelly song, like smoking in the back of the lat. I'm like, oh shit, you talking about smoking? Like, when I
grew up, like talking cigarettes or something.
I don't know, like I didn't even really like put it together. I was just singing the song.
Right, yeah, because you would hear pretty much you just hear like them talking about their stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But even with a story, like there's artists that like tell stories in their songs and stuff, but it's like you're not necessarily gonna like listen to that story and take it into your own life, because that's like someone like giving you advice, like if you're like on your girl or something, and it's like, oh, here's some advice, but are you really gonna take it?
Yeah, facts.
Like,
I feel like everybody's like, there should be all types of different music. If you like intellectual music or whatever, go listen to Jay Electronica, go listen to J. Cole, like Joey Badass, Kendrick Lamar, like all those different types of shit. If you're in a house party or whatever, you're gonna listen to fucking Smoke Herb or Lil Pump. So it's all about the vibe, bro.
No, yeah.
It's all about the vibe, really, man.
I've been hearing a lot lately about like club music, right? Or like club bangers or whatever. No, club artists, right? So I hadn't really heard that about that too much before, but I heard that it's like bad to be a club artist. Do you think that? Like to just be like doing shows at
clubs, yeah. Well, like, it's different money, bro. It's definitely faster money. It's definitely different. You get a lot of bags, bro. Like, you feel me? You're picking up probably less money, but you're picking it up more often.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Because there's festivals. There's not a festival every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Probably every other weekend, but there's a club every night.
So do you think that being a club artist is bad for your brand?
Nah, if that's your fan base, that's what you're gonna have to do. It's crazy you say that, because like I seen both of those. I seen both of those worlds. Like, Gotti started out as like, when I was first on the road with him, it was all clubs.
Mm.
You feel me? Then he started transitioning into stages and, you feel me, festivals. Like, he always did shows, but like it was a lot more clubs. Like, you It's just different artists. Like someone like Rocky. A$AP Rocky's gonna do fucking festivals. Somebody like Moneybagg Yo is gonna do more clubs. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference.
So do you think there's like a point where you like they should stop doing clubs, or like an artist should stop doing clubs and just like focus more on festivals?
I feel like yeah, everybody.
Or their own shows.
I feel like everybody should transition into festivals, and it's just a lot more money, and it's worth it more.
Cause I mean,
like that club shit is dangerous, bro. Like
why?
Imagine, bro, going to a club every night, bro. Trust me, I hated that shit.
But like, what's the difference between like going to the club every night and having a club? You know,
it's a different environment. It's a different environment of people. Like,
cause I mean, like to me, it kind of feels like I mean, like let's say X, right? When X was first coming out, he was always doing like those little shows, right? And it's like everyone is like, you know, that you would expect to be at an X show, but then like once he got to like a club, like when he was performing at Heart and stuff, like there was girls in like high heels, like dresses and shit, like girls that like club, but they don't really like listen to X's music. You get me? So
yeah, I think X kind of like turns everything into his vibe. Like, it don't matter where he's at. Like, that's that's an artist that's gonna turn the club into a concert, into a mosh pit. So
yeah, cause some girl stepped on my foot with her heel, and then that shit just like cut me up.
yeah,
I still got the scar.
Yeah, I think X at a club is dangerous, to tell you the truth, bro.
It was.
Straight up, bro.
But like, cause you would see X, you wouldn't really think X as a club artist, you know? But like, he was performing at a couple like when he got out.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna do some hosting sometime. Right? Somebody calls you like, I got $15K for you. You gonna do it, like, when you get to that level.
I mean, he said he did it for free.
Somebody he knew was there and he showed up and just performed. I mean, all that shit's good for exposure. Like, people do that all the time. Kanye will pop up on One Oak in Cali, like, out of nowhere. Like.
No, yeah. But let's say like you're looking for artists, right? What are you trying to look for in them?
Just like creativity, bro. A team. Like, I want you to have your own team already. Like, I want your graphics, your videos, your mixes, your beats, everything to be up to par. Like, I want them to have already taken, like, they're taking their craft seriously.
Let's say like an artist has their team, right? What you know, like teams of like rappers, right? Everyone's like in a rap. Everyone's a rapper, and that's their team, because there's like a rapper that does graphics, there's a rapper that does videos, there's a rapper that does, you know, like social media or whatever. You know, they all do their part, but they're all rappers, and they're all trying to, like, you know, get to that spot. What do you think like advice is for them? Like, do you think that they should keep going, or like find their own like team to go?
If they know how to do it already?
Yeah, but like they're all trying to do the same thing, but they are all in a team together.
But
like
they're
a collective.
Like, they're all trying to be rappers?
Yeah.
But they all do different things?
Yeah.
But do they all do it as long as they're using whatever they know how to do to help each other? I think it's fine.
Cause like when you see like the competitive edge coming in,
I think the main thing should be like everybody just should be on the same goal and page. Like, as long as everybody knows, like, it's communication, bro. Like, as long as everybody knows what the goal is at the end of the month, and each day or whatever, I think that's the most important part. Cause then you know, like, okay, so everybody's working towards this. That means everybody's happy. But if you don't have that, then you have like, you have that competition that fucks shit up, because, you feel me? Like, somebody may think like, oh, we should be working on this. Why are we working on your shit? We gotta work on our shit. Like, it should always be something that, if you're a team, you should always be working on something that's gonna help everybody. So you should always find that most important thing that's gonna help everything and always work towards that. For example, for me here is placements. Getting a song with Yo Gotti, getting a song with Black Youngster, getting a song the next hit with Moneybagg Yo. Like those are my goals. You feel me? Because they're right there. Those goals could change all our lives. You feel me? Why are we gonna focus on your rap career when this goal is gonna change all our lives? You feel me?
It's like for the greater good.
Yeah, that's what this sacrifice, bro. Later you could be a rapper. Right now we're a fucking label, bro. Right now we're a management team. Right now we're executives. We're trying to change people's lives so we can get big budgets and then do whatever we want and show them that no matter what we touch and no matter what we work on is gonna work and is gonna see potential and make money. You feel me?
Yeah. Do you feel like you could be too old to be a rapper now? Like, what do you think is like too old to be a rapper?
Yeah, bro. You could, bro. That's the reality of it. There's a young nigga world. Young people, bro. They're running the world right now. They should. The older people should let us in, bro. Like, we're more creative. We have like, I'm not saying everybody. Like, we always need our mentors and everybody, but like, if there's a younger person that's better than you, help them, bro. Help them.
Because I remember before it was like, you know, you would want to be a rapper when you got older, but now it's like, damn, people are looking at you like, you still rapping, you know?
It depends what type of rap. I think it don't matter. Like a G-Eazy type person, a G-Eazy person could blow up all the time. They're not trying to be young or nothing. Like, I don't know. I'm using Jeezy because I feel like he's like
I don't know,
like the last like college like rapper type. You feel me? That's how I think.
What,
like before, it was like college rappers that blew up. Wiz, Mac Miller, whatever. It was college. Now it's like high school rappers.
Nah, you seen like Lil Blurry,
even middle school, elementary.
Have you seen like Lil Blurry and like Boozy?
Yeah,
they're like working together and
stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like a lot of those kids is gonna take. They just got. It's just as much as they work that they're gonna see success because. Like, you could tell when you hear the music, like they need to practice. But
you feel like it's gonna go back to like you have to be older in order to become a poppin' rapper? Like, you feel like it's just like fluctuating right now?
I think it doesn't matter, bro. I think you just gotta be dope. Like, obviously, you can't even tell anymore nowadays, man. Like. Cause then it could be somebody like Lil Toe. Like, you're not gonna ask Lil Toe like how old he is. Like, who gives a fuck? It's a toe. Like, I'm just. It's
I don't even know what his face looks like.
Exactly. Like, it could be anybody, bro. So nowadays it's what character you create. Like, I wouldn't lie about my age. Hell no.
That's another rapper. Like, when I ask you about like mystery and stuff, he's like a mysterious rapper. Cause like,
yeah, that shit.
He doesn't show his face.
That's what sells. You feel me? I think it's just on your creativity, bro. I don't think. Obviously, you're not gonna be a 40-year-old rapper that starts. Like, that never happens. I don't think that's ever happened.
So, do you feel like when do you think you should quit and like do something else?
I mean, if you know there's something else that could get you to where you want to be in life, and that you're better at it, and you're just not the best at rapping, like you just gotta make sure you do what's gonna change your life, bro. Because if you keep concentrating on something that you're not seeing progress, then like there's no point in just keep doing it, bro.
Yeah, because I've been to a couple of shows where I see like 40-year-old rappers on stage and stuff.
That's $1 million question though, bro. Like, just when do you stop? Like, how do you tell somebody that loves rapping to stop rapping? Like, I mean, I think it's really themselves, bro. It takes one day you wake up like, damn, this shit didn't work. It just takes that. I don't know, man. I go through that with a lot of friends and shit, bro. That just like I just don't see the vision of the music. I'm not saying they're not creative. They're not. They're the best at a lot of shit. You're just not the best rapper. Like, you feel me? And that's okay, bro. Like, that's okay. How can you tell somebody to stop rapping or stop doing something they love doing, bro? I can't, but I sure could tell you that this song sucks, and I don't care how anybody feels, bro. Here's my job. This is what I'm trying to do for the rest of my life. So anything I co-sign, anything I promote, has to be something I believe in.
So like, how do you deal with like, you know, having a relationship with a person when you tell them like the stuff that they put out is trash?
It done fucks up a lot of my relationships with people. Like, just being so blunt and so real. It's something I gotta deal with, bro. It's a gift and a curse. This whole life, it's a gift and a curse, bro. It chose me, you feel me? And I decided to do it, so I gotta deal with what comes with it if I want to get to the top. It is what it is, bro. There's no feelings in this shit, bro. I'm not in this shit to gain friends. I'm in here to change my life, like financially and be able to do more things, you feel me, that I want to create and I want to work on. You feel me?
So what's like the ultimate goal right now?
The ultimate goal is freedom, like freedom, like be able to do anything I want, bro. Like, I wanna fly to France, anything I want to create, anything, any business, anything I want to work on.
You just do it.
Just do it. That's the ultimate goal.
What about like some risks? What are some risks that you've taken?
Just like, just really timing, bro, and just like, you know, like not going to the club or doing fun shit just because I know what the bigger goal is, you feel me? Or just like being on the road, on tour for months without seeing my family or whatever, and just really keeping to myself, bro, and just like having to block a lot of people because that's what I gotta do for the ultimate goal. Like, so I think just like, I guess just like more like just stupid shit, like going out with friends and shit that doesn't even matter to me. I feel like I did it when I was younger, like I stopped.
Now it's like we're more geared towards the business.
Yeah, like
getting stuff done.
Yeah, every day. So I'm a little selfish to myself too, but I feel like that's a sacrifice. That's what I gotta do to be a billionaire. Like, feel me? Like that's my goal. Like there's only one life, bro. Like why don't I don't understand like how people don't want to see the most. It's crazy, but like, why wouldn't I say I want to be a billionaire? Why wouldn't I?
I mean, if that's your goal, that's like,
yeah,
you shouldn't feel bad about like what you want. But like, who are you listening to right now? Like, who you think is good?
I listen to a lot of people that I work with the most, bro. So
just because you're listening to their songs all the time.
Yeah. So I don't really listen to anything that's outside, but I fuck with. I told Jay Osama, he from Palm Beach. Fucking with Pootie, he from Orlando. Obviously 55 Bags. Obviously Young Bands. That's about it, man. Yo Gotti. That's all I listen to, the people I work with, so that's all I know. So whoever I'm working with, really, that's all I listen to.
Alright, you're fucking with Ion too, right?
Oh yeah, man. He's dope, man. Yeah, he worked. He's done like photo shoots here. Like however I can help anybody, I'm gonna try to help. But yeah, he works with Illa, the producer. He's dope. He just did some shit for Eminem too with Ron J. Illa, the producer, was on it too. Him and I think he signed on in Lil Gut or something. I don't know, but I know they're working a lot together. But yeah, bro, he shows me a lot of music, and I always told him like, you can write music. I wish I could, you know, like when I see talent, be able to like sign people, and that's what I'm working towards, of like having a budget so I could be like, yo, here, like, let's go. But so it's hard to do that when I don't have like a budget to
put behind them.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not there yet. Like I'm not there in the sense like how I want to do it. Like I could still do a lot for a lot of people, but so like I want to sign artists the right way and give them the budget and just. I'm almost there though, for sure.
No, yeah. Do you have like let's say that you do have an artist, right? Like what would you do to get them to like being a nobody artist, like an artist that no one knows, to like being the next superstar?
I mean, the most important thing is always the music. Just making sure that they're working on the music and you have a lot of options and what to play with, because it's always, everything's a gamble. Like regardless, this game is all a gamble. So whatever I believe in, you just gotta have the most. Like music is the work. Music is what's gonna keep them like from falling. That's the most important thing is that they have a lot of music and they're working on music. That's the main thing. And just like I take them like around the right people, you know, bring them around Yo Gotti, you know, bring them around the right directors, shoot the right visuals, like any, you know, just anything that I can do to connect with other artists, or even put, you know, I put Smoke Perp on 55 Bags on a song. I put Smokey Margella on 55 Bags on a song. Like, you know, just keep the artists around the culture, around who I think is next. Or
that's my favorite song right now.
What?
The pull up with a stick and I run it with a knee.
Oh yeah, pull up with the gang with 55
Pull up with the gang. Yeah.
Yeah, that song.
I be vibing to that song all day.
Yeah, that shit has 1 million some shit on YouTube. I mean on SoundCloud. Yeah. So just, I think collaborations is the biggest thing in the game. Like that's how you get to the top the fastest. Collabing with photographers, videographers, doing content like this. The more content you have like this, the more people know about you. So interviews is very important. A$AP Rocky, like if you type in A$AP Rocky on YouTube, you can go all day looking at interviews, and people feel like they know him because they watch so many interviews. Even like Wiz does the same thing, but differently with the day-to-days. Like people, day-to-day, like they'll go out and know wherever they had to go watch it. Like I remember that shit like it was a TV show, like YouTube, day-to-day.
Yeah, like if you're watching someone for like an hour every single day, like it's like chilling with your friend for an hour every day.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people, they come up to me like, yo, Nick, like I fuck with like what you said about Pokemon or whatever, or some shit like that I would say, you know? Yeah. And I'm like, oh damn, because it's like they know me, but I don't know them.
Yeah, so I feel a lot of times. That's why I move low key too, though, because like when you have a lot of following, you gotta learn that you're not. And I'm not saying I do, but it's enough where I gotta move low key, because you know a lot of people know who you are and you don't know who they are. So anybody could come up to you like
you never know if they're like have good intentions.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I always move low key, bro. Like that's how every artist should move too. Like once you chose this life, so it's a sacrifice, you know. So you gotta move different.
Yeah, of course. But do you have any advice like for anyone starting out right now?
I mean, just be yourself, bro. Don't force nothing on nobody. Just keep working, keep dropping. People are gonna tell you, they're gonna let you know which one is the hit record. Like it always happens. So you just gotta keep working one record at a time. You know, create anticipation with each record. Don't just drop out of nowhere. Like create anticipation, have artwork. You know, do a little commercial, do something that may help anticipate or more people to find out about these records before you put them out. Like, there's so many things you can do to let people know that you're gonna drop. You know, like, you don't have to do it a month or whatever, but just, you know, don't think you're like every other artist, and then don't stress yourself like, damn, this one only had 100 plays. That's 100 plays you didn't have before. So you gotta start somewhere. You can't discourage yourself. You feel me? It's not gonna happen overnight. A lot of these people think all these artists blew up overnight. It's not like that, bro. They've been working like for years, or put in a lot of hours in the studio before they even put something out. So there's another problem with a lot of young artists. They'll make 10 songs and just start dropping. Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. Make 50, 70 songs before you drop, or whatever. Maybe not so much, but that's what I would do, because you don't know what song you're gonna make when you at your 50th or your 70th song. Like, it could have been that one hit, so you could have came out with that hit first before like anybody heard anything else. You feel me? So a lot of people kind of start, instead of going like this, they'll go down before they go up. You feel me? Because they just started rapping or something and it's really not that good. So they'll start going down and they'll start getting better, and then you start hearing their songs getting better. So. And that's why you hear about him later, and then a lot of people be like, damn, he used to rap different. He was like this was like, you feel me? That's how it is.
What about like anyone you want to shout out?
I want to shout out just, you feel me, just my team, bro. Just my team, DXT. You feel me? And anybody that believes in me, bro, really, like, I think that's just the problem. Like, a lot of people think like you say, there's a competition. It's really just about helping each other. But whatever, I don't think we need that.
Oh yeah. Where can they find you at?
CMG X Breezy. DXT Studios. If you want to follow our studios, check out the rates. Hit me up. 55 bags, baggage claim, coming soon. And then a lot of content, man. We got a lot of events coming up. We got the basketball event. It's a little celebrity basketball game.
Where's that?
It's gonna be here in Kendall. It's called Thunder. It's like an indoor basketball spot.
Who's playing?
55 bags, Joey Dollars. We got, WYOC.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's on there. Pooty.
Isn't Wawachi like 15 years old or 14 years old?
He's 14, 15.
You play basketball?
I told him I was gonna dunk on his ass.
Yeah, he's like a little kid.
Yeah, I know his OGs, bro. I know his OGs. So they're all coming down.
I just recently started playing basketball again because I had like more time.
You want to do his Chiefs when he comes down? We can set that up too.
I'm down. Yeah. I fuck with his music.
Yeah, he's young, man. He's talented.
Yeah,
he's like confident. You feel me? It's not easy to do what he's doing.
No, yeah, for sure. Is there anything else that you want to like put out there? Before we wrap it up.
No, unless you have like any other questions, man. Just really.
We pretty much discussed everything. But for sure, he's been 6 feet with